Today we're looking at the Canon R50 and telling you and explaining with you why this camera is something worth checking out. And if that sounds interesting to you, I'm Dave from TVR Creators. I make weekly content on the best cameras for creators or people that just want their first lens camera. If that sounds interesting to you, don't forget to like and subscribe. The Canon R50 is a fantastic mirrorless camera, really good for beginners or people that are more seasoned. What I like about this camera, it looks professional, feels professional. It's slightly windy today, so let's hope the mic holds out. But what I love about this is it's so easy to use. You can record in both HD and in 4K, take some really nice photos as you should see throughout this video. And what I like about this is something you can grow into over time. So a lot of people say, oh, what's the best camera? Is it easy to use? I'm not sure how it works. What I love about the R50 is you can start off as a beginner, put it into auto mode, which is just a little green setting on there, and just start clicking photos, and you can do it however you prefer. You can use the viewfinder if you prefer, or you can use the really nice touchscreen on the back, playing around with settings if you so wish. But my best recommendation is put into auto and just start taking photos or recording video. Now you're feeling a bit braver. When you go into video mode, you want to put it into video mode and let the camera do the heavy lifting for you. Now if you're feeling a bit braver, you can play around with shutter speed, the ISO to get that nice light setting, or get the sort of feeling that you want for your video. Bear in mind, you can record, or you can edit all that in post or in the editing program that you're using. I would recommend let the camera do all the heavy lifting for you and then edit the video as you so wish, say into black and white or whatever mode that you so wish. But bear in mind, you can do all this with the camera, which is really cool, and I really like that about this camera. And the fact that it has interchangeable lenses. It starts with an 18-45mm kit lens, which is really nice, and there is the awesome sensor inside there. Mirrorless basically means it has no mirrors, but I love this satisfying sound. Hang on. Oh, brilliant. I absolutely love that with these mirrorless cameras. I love putting the lenses back on. And you could say, okay, what lens should I get? I would highly recommend just sticking with the 18-45mm kit lens to begin with, and then see how you go on. You can get like a 16 or 18mm later Sigma lens if you so wish, or if you want sort of further away shots or a narrower shot, you might want to get something like a 75 to 300mm, which is something you can get later on. But if you're starting out, I would definitely start with the kit lens and just see how you grow with the camera, because everyone's needs are so different with these sort of cameras. You might decide that the kit lens is perfectly fine, or you might decide that you want different lenses depending on the situation. That's something I would just grow into over time. This video is brought to you by TVR Creators. Well, go check out our blog over Buy Me a Coffee. Link to all that in the description below. You can read my sort of weekly and monthly blog, see what's going on behind the scenes, feel part of something bigger. What a support effort we do here on the channel by buying us a coffee. I'll see you in the blog, and you know what? I'll see you in the video as well. Now, photo-wise, I would say play around with the settings, be creative with the camera. My best recommendation is just be creative, see what happens. And what's really nice about this, it's really good in low light, really good at taking really sharp pictures, and you can really hone in on objects, get that nice blur effect as well, especially if you've got a bit of a distance behind the object. That's my sort of recommendation with that. So it's really nice to take photos with these cameras away from your phones. You're not getting binged by social media and WhatsApp all the time, so it's really nice to have a camera that's separate from your phone, and that's another reason why I love this camera. Now, video wise, bounce in between them a bit because there's a lot to say. Just bear in mind, it has a microphone jack, which means you can attach a microphone to this camera, which is awesome, which means you can improve the audio. It does have an internal microphone, but especially when it's on a windy today, I'll definitely put an external microphone on, or wireless microphone, have it clipped on you, just because you don't want that annoying wind noise, which hopefully we haven't had today, but you never know. But that's something to bear in mind. Flip screen so you can see yourself when you're recording. Just look at the lens like I'm doing now, so you're not looking at the screen, because that's annoying to the people watching your video. But what I like about it is really good, and you can record in 4K as well, so it's a future-proof yourself. You're probably thinking, Dave, why aren't you using it now? Well, I've only got one of these. I like talking about this camera, and I have two M50s, which are basically the older version of this, and I'm just used to them. That's the cameras I've grown into the last sort of 5-6 years, and I love them. They're not as good as this, but I just love what they can do, and they're very similar. Now, easy record button, easy photo button. You can play around with all different settings. You can play. What's really cool, actually, you can actually download a Canon app to your phone and transfer footage or photos to your phone, edit them, upload them to YouTube or wherever you want to upload them to. or you can upload them through the SD card. I recommend getting like a 64, 128 gig, get an extreme SD card. Always a good recommendation. You can get bigger, you can get much bigger than that, but I don't like to keep too much stuff on one card just in case the card goes funny. And I tend to delete stuff off the card occasionally anyway. And storage wise, I have like external hard drives and stuff like that. But you know, if you have any questions, feel free to put in the comments below. If you're getting value from today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and why not check out my blog and buy us a coffee, which supports everything we do here on the channel. If you have any questions or if there's anything I've missed, it's sort of a general overview of the Canon R50 and how much I love this camera, but if there's anything I've genuinely missed or something you want to know more about, I have a whole load of videos about this camera. And also feel free to ask your questions in the comments below. I'm Dave from TVR Creators, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And on a personal note, as some of you may know, it's been a very hard time for me of late, which I won't get into in this video, but I just want to say thank you so much for your support, and keep watching. Why? Because you guys rock.